don't know if everybody can sense that there's a war brewing, a civil war, literally. I mean, turn on Twitter or something, go somewhere, look at Kansas State, that opening in the brawl that just broke out. Look what is happening across our world. Look at all the emotions incited. Look at New York, their protests. Look at LA and their protests. It's just boiling up, and it's about to boil over. Okay. And here's the problem. You can go to war. You can go to war. You can go to war over your opinion, over your ego, wanting to push your beliefs and your system on the other side, and the other side's going to do the same to you. And y'all are going to go out there and kill each other. And it's going to solve nothing. It's not going to solve a damn thing. Look, if we're going to war over humanity and what humanity's become because one group has caused it, that's one reason to go to war. And that should have started a long time ago. If we're not seeing what has happened, they've gained control. They are of the upper hand. We don't even know who the enemy is. We have no clue who the enemy is. Sure, there's faces of them. You can count a couple of them, but do you really think that those are the people that are pulling the strings? Not at all. So y'all go out there and kill each other, right? Because that's what's about to happen. It's all gonna boil over. Everybody's, you're all gonna defend your own ego. I guarantee it. Everybody's gonna defend their own ego, okay? But if we all begin to recognize that it's not gonna solve shit, and grabbing our guns and going to war, red and blue, going to war, all you're going to do is create chaos and murder, kill people. There's going to be a lot of dead people. And guess what? The people who created it all, they ain't got to do shit. They don't have to take you out. They don't have to work hard to take you out. That's their plan. Why do you think there's not one politician screaming about Maui? If there was... If all the coincidences are there, and you only need to take one of the coincidences, the police chief, and use some common sense and go, oh, this guy's been in 2 of the world's most major incidents that has ever occurred. Yeah, it doesn't happen. There's no coincidence there, okay? So you're not hearing any politician come out and make a huge fuss over it. You're not hearing Elon, who understands weather technology, laser technology, all that stuff. You're not hearing Trump go out and scream and holler and demand, okay? We all see it, and we're all demanding prosecution. We're all demanding that there's an independent investigation. We're demanding it. The world is demanding it. And you don't have one politician doing that, right? You have them all speaking on topic of symptoms, right? Well, guys, if you hear someone speaking about symptoms and not the whole problem, you take that gal from the European Parliament who came out and said there is one group controlling this world and we all need to be scared and we all need to do something. We all need to come together. That lady was wise, right? But you don't hear anybody else saying there's one group, right? It's always divide, and then conquer, okay? If you guys want to go out and have a war with your egos, right? Go for it. You're going to kill so many people. So many people are going to die if we don't stop for just 1 second, both sides, and I don't expect it, trust me, and just go, hold on a second, what are we going to accomplish? We're going to accomplish nothing. We're going to go out there. Many of our loved ones are going to get killed. Sure, you may not get killed. You may have a skill set that's greater than anybody else's, and you might have that experience, and you might do a lot of your own killing, right? But that's going to be in your conscience forever, so it's going to eat you alive anyway. You're going to kill a lot of people. It's all good. Go do it. Go have what you believe is fun doing it, okay? But if you have a heart, if you have a kind heart, and your heart is properly in the right place, and you take a step back and you say, what the hell is going on with humanity? oh, let me step back and look at this big picture, and oh, they're not the enemy. They're fueled by the enemy. Same thing on both sides, left and the right. You're fueled by the enemy. Everything that is going on, every symptom that they're talking about, you're fueled by it. So it attacks your animal instincts, fight or flight, right? We were in flight because we were so afraid of what has happened over the last few years. Now we're switching over into fight mode. We're not going to back down. We're going to fight, right? It's going to get ugly, okay? Cops are going to get killed, and that's bullshit, okay? And I'm not saying that the cops are right in their approach in not walking away and enforcing these corrupt policies that are coming out. They need to check themselves as well, but we all do. Is it really worth taking life over just a belief system? Is it really worth that? And a belief system that is being fueled by one group who continually stokes that fire and gets you to lose your mind to the point that you act in violence? Or is it wise to maybe step back and go, hold on a second. Every talking point in every political group, and it doesn't matter if it's mainstream or not. If you look at Twitter, you look at Facebook, you look at TikTok, you look at Telegram, you look at BitChute, you look at all these. They're all fueling the fire. They're all stoking the fire. And if you have a friend, if you're a specific group, your friends send you something that's stoking the fire. Okay, if your friend can't stop that, you're going to be drawn into those situations. Or if you don't have a mind to think for yourself and go, yeah, this is happening, but why is it happening? Okay, you have a lot of minorities that have flipped over to the Trump side. Okay, that's fueling the fire. Okay, that fire is getting bigger and bigger and bigger on one side, right? And eventually all these people, we're going to go, oh, we got the minorities now, let's go to war. You know, it's like, come on, people. Let's stop and use our brains. This is a humanitarian issue, and it's worldwide. It's not just in your neck of the woods, okay? It's not just in the USA. Are we being attacked now? Hell yes. Hell yes, we're being attacked now, okay? But who's the enemy? Who's the enemy? You can say the left is the enemy. That you can say the right is the enemy. You can say whatever you want to say, okay? They are just a small piece of that puzzle. You can't get to the enemy unless we all work together and we all come together as one and figure out a plan on how to deal with this humanitarian problem. It's not a left, right. It's not a red, blue. It's not a radical, a communist, white supremacy. It's not any of that. It's not gangs. It's not minority gangs. It's not any of that. It's what they've told you for a long time. And we all get fueled by it. But at some point, we got to stop and go, hold on a second. The bigger problem is one group. How do we get to that one group? We identify that one group. Once we identify that one group, we come up with a plan on how to proceed forward, hopefully without violence. I don't know. It's looking like it probably someday is going to come down to that. But I would hope that we all think about our kids, okay? Because, of course, someone like me who's been through hell, my life is, I love myself, but my life does not matter. My family and my kids' life matter. We all have to stop and put that into perspective. Okay, if we start killing the first person that pulls that trigger, okay, declaring war, you got to consider that you're going to lose loved ones. You're going to lose family members. You're going to lose kids. You're going to lose babies, okay? It's going to be an ugly, ugly sight. We all need to stop for a second and think.